Hello, everybody. It is currently Tuesday, November 19th, and yeah, this is the Mini-Sode. What's up, guys? I know everyone listening to this is in an uproar. All six of my followers, by the way, and guys, we're up to six now. So there were some rumors going around that I had six. That wasn't true. I had five, but now we're officially at six, and it's crazy, man. I never thought I'd be here. You know, I never thought I'd be here, but I know I deserve to be here, right? Like, topic of today's episode, greatness isn't for everyone, all right? Not everyone is capable of, getting six Spotify followers from making Hitler jokes for 4 weeks or 4 months. You know, it's just not for everyone. And I apologize as someone who is capable of that. But no, six followers, like, that's actually, I'm always hyped about the followers, even though I know I shouldn't be. But that's the social media fucking trick, right? That's that Black Mirror shit. But today's episode, I do got to give you guys the inspiration for today's mini-sode. And if you don't know, if you're new, and I know there's thousands of new people listening every week, the mini-sodes, they're not so much like educational and like super planned out. They're kind of just me writing down a bunch of facts so that I always have something to go back to when my rants inevitably go nowhere. So that's kind of what the mini-sodes are. We do get some decent information in this episode. Might be People might be interested, might be not. I don't know. I feel like it is something that a lot of like dudes who would listen to this, and by that I mean autistic dudes, are interested in. It's feudalism. But what got me thinking about feudalism, dude, is I've just been like so depressed this week, and not in like a. It's just whatever. Depression's gonna get us all sooner or later. You know what I mean? It's like an ISIS execution video. You know what I mean? You don't want to see it. Nobody wants to see it, but look, it's life. You're just gonna have to accept that that's gonna happen. But yeah, I've just been depressed as hell, and I was just thinking, dude. I was just thinking, I'm not meant to do all this thinking. I was like, I'm just meant to be in a field somewhere. You know what I mean? Working so hard that I don't have the time or energy to think. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm built for. Honestly, that's what like 99% of people on Earth are built for, right? My ancestors My ancestors have been thinking for about 3 generations, and that's being generous. All right, I we're not built for thinking. You know what I mean? I'm built for dying or pushing. You know what I mean? Just I'm a mule, and so that's what got me thinking about feudalism. I was like, dude, why can't I just be a peasant who just like fucking drinks some bad water one day and leaves my wife and 8 kids? You know what I mean? I wish that was my life. I wish everything. Because I mean, even like feudalism is long dead, but even like, dude, if you were born on a farm in the 1930s or 1910s, you're dying on that farm. You know what I mean? You might go kill some Nazis for a few years, but you're dying on that farm. And it just, yeah, dude, we've only been thinking. I'm a third generation thinker, and I feel like even that might be an exact. I might be a second generation thinker, dude. No, I think third's fair. Second or fourth is a stretch. Third's fair. Um, but yeah, that's just what it had me thinking about, dude. And just anyone in Minnesota. I don't know if it's all of Minnesota, but the people of the Great Plains know, dude. It's been gray for like 2 weeks straight. It's it's just the fucking, and all the leaves are dead. You can smell the dead leaves in the air, just the ambiance of it all. It just feels like you're in a graveyard 24/7, dude. It has not been good for my mental health, which I know. It's so hard being white, middle class and male, dude. We're rocking the suburbs. But yeah, that's what got me thinking about feudalism, dude. We should we should maybe go back to it. Real ones know about the compound, dude. The compound is about to be old school feudalism. It's about to be a cult. That's what a cult is. People talk shit about cults, but like that's how we ran shit. Like the whole world pretty much ran shit for like 4,000 years minimum. You know what I mean? Like there was just this magic dude who knew everything and told you what to do. And that's how the world ran everywhere for like 4,000 years. even like North Sentinel Island. Like we talked about, besides like the Australian Aboriginals we talked about in episode one, dude, everyone was running shit like that. You know what I mean? Just pure hierarchy, pure caste systems. When people talk shit about the caste system in India, it's like, dude, we haven't had that in America for like not even 100 years, dude. Like you want to talk shit in India. Those two do go well together. No, enough of the shit in India. I feel like it's been like 4 episodes straight. I've been talking about that. But I guess we'll dive into feudalism with our first couple facts, and then I'll go off on a tangent about people having sex with animals or whatever. But so feudalism flourished in Europe from the 9th to 15th century. And when I read that, I was like thinking about that shit, dude. I was like, that's like 600 years. And granted, things are moving a lot faster now than they were back then. Because like people for like 600, for up until like 200 years ago, were convinced that lead was good for you. Like that mercury was magic, which I mean, kind of is, but kind of not. Not magic in the way they think it's magic. I'll say that. So I mean, it is fair to say that shit was kind of the same from the 9th to 15th century, but I feel like it's just such a long time span. It must have changed somehow. But look, dude, that's not what the mini-sodes are about. It's just about spreading, I mean, completely inaccurate information to 6 people who know the information's inaccurate. Not even 6 people. Look, I have not been looking at the analytics. I promise you guys. I just open it and it's there. We're getting one listen per episode max. No, we've been getting like 3, but still 6. I know some fucking Russian bot farm somewhere is about to make me like fall for a trap or something. I know that's what that is. Um, but feudalism. Let's get back into it. It's a set of legal, economic, military, and political customs centered around holding land. And I was like, dude, I read that too, and I was like, that's everything ever. Like, if you read the history of any country at any time, it's like a million people dying over a strip of land like the size of New Jersey. It's happening right now constantly. It's the biggest thing in the news. The fucking Donbass region of Ukraine or whatever. It's the bit. There's like, there's gonna be like 5 million people probably die over that. Look, let's be honest here. Piece of shit. All right. I know how shitty Europe is because I live in the shittiest part of America, and people left the best part of Europe to come here. You know what I mean? So I know shit's fucked up. But so everything's over land, dude, or oil, or what's under the land. We're still in it, dude. People think it's different. Nah. People think feudalism is dead. I'm saying, dude, I wish feudalism would come back under like tech regimes. I want to be a a warmonger that serves the mighty Jeff Bezos, dude. The manlet army. Me and my people know they're not just manlets. I'm not gonna say what they are. You got to go listen to the old episodes for that. Try to find that one. Try to find that reference. But I want to serve under King Bezos, dude. Or King, what's that guy's name? Sam Bankman-Fried, dude. I'd definitely be a warlord for, dude. I would go Pol Pot for Sam Bankman-Fried, dude. Try to get him like Try to get him like the Outer Banks of North Carolina and just slaughter 8 million people. I would do that for Sam Bankman-Fried, 100%. He would be my lord. Uh, but I feel like everyone's seen like the feudalism chart. Like everyone that went to America probably saw that chart in every history class they had from like, I mean, 5th grade to senior year of high school. You're probably going to see it in college too. I hate to break it to you. College is the exact same as high school. Like you guys would not believe I am a junior in college, right? I'm 20 years old and I'm still doing fucking Punnett squares. We learned about that shit in like 7th grade, dude. It never goes away. It's all the same. Dude, I'm in a deep spiral. Just the grayness outside. I've been staring so much. I don't even take my phone when I go to the toilet to shit anymore. Dude, I used to love looking at my phone, dude. My phone was my best friend. I used to look at it when I was pissing, dude. But now the depression, dude, just has me staring. I'm staring out the window, staring at the ceiling, walls. I'm just staring at everything, dude. That's what depression is. Depression is things being slightly harder and you just stare all the time. And look, dude, that's why I deserve to be a feudal. I honestly, I'd be a peasant, dude. And that brings us into our pyramid of hierarchy. We're gonna start at the bottom. Oh wait, no, we're not. Actually, we have another quick fact that's just the summation of feudalism. Basically, people are given land and protection in exchange for farming slash fighting. What are we doing now? Actually, that's not even what we're doing now, dude. What we're doing now is you get like Netflix and maybe protection in exchange for a part-time coding job. Dude, that's modern feudalism. You get to smoke weed and have sex 3 times a year in exchange for doing what I guess AI can do it. I don't know. Fuck. Maybe they're listening right now. Dude, I know you can program better than me. I never did. I never understood programming. I could never get behind it. I was like, why can't I just tell this thing what to do in fucking English? Why do I have to put it in all this fancy shit? You know what I mean? I've never used a curly bracket in my life besides code. But that's not the point, dude. The point is feudalism. All right. This is where most of us would be. We're the bottoms. We're the peasant. We're not the bottoms. I got gayness on the mind, all right? I don't know why. It's because I've been watching fucking How I Met Your Mother, and I'm just like, dude, this show is so gay, but I can't stop watching it. That's why I have gayness on their mind, all right? It's because I know how gay I am for enjoying How I Met Your Mother, dude. It's so fucking. It's just nonsense. I love it, dude. It's just the slop. It's the fucking Fruit Loops. It's the McDonald's. It's like the Taylor Swift of TV shows. It's just meaningless slop. I'm just shoveling it in. And you need that when you're depressed, dude. You just need some shit that you can laser focus in on, that you can just consume ad nauseum and just not get tired of. Just distract you from whatever you're thinking about. Like death. Why do I care about death, dude? I'm gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. Or I might not die. I don't know. I gotta experience it to believe it. You know what I mean? Who are you gonna believe? Your lying eyes or me, the man who you listen to? All right? I don't know. I've never experienced death. Have you? I'm talking real death, all right? If your heart stops, that's a fake ass bullshit. You know what I mean? When people are like, "Oh, I died for 3 minutes," it's like your heart stopped beating, dude. My heart stops beating when I see like a kind of hot chick in public. All right, that's not real death. I'm talking about the brain shuts the fuck off, like for real shuts off. Not the type of shutting off it does when it sees a hot chick in public, dude. Why does it do that? Why does just everything in my body? Only one part part of my body keeps working when I see a hot chick in public. And it's the part she doesn't want to see working. Okay. But the people at the bottom, peasants, serfs, this is us, dude. Let's be honest. All right. We can call a spade a spade. We're at the bottom of this thing, and we are fighting or farming in exchange for land, like just living on the land and protection. So, and we're not doing the glorious fighting either, dude. We're not all armored up. We maybe got chainmail and a knife. You know what I mean? Besides that, we're just going fucking stick and just beating the shit out of each other. You know what I mean? Caveman type shit. Just fighting in the mud over a piece of land no one cares about. That's where we are. That's where we belong, right? Or we're pushing the fucking plow behind the ox. All right, we're just ox asshole in our face pushing that plow so we can get that wheat going. All right, that's where we belong. No kings are listening to this. All right. The only modern king left is Baron Trump. All right, the God Emperor. Okay. I just love that, dude. Calling Baron Trump because it is crazy. You have to admit, it's who's the other 7 foot tall billionaire? Shaq. You know what I mean? I think if Shaq can get all that shit, I think Baron deserves it too. I'm saying it, dude. People talk shit about the God Emperor Baron, but it's crazy. He's a 7 foot tall billionaire. It's him, Shaq. I don't even think Hakeem Olajuwon. You know what I mean? Has a Billy. I think Shaq's got a Billy. You know what I mean? That dude does everything. I'm pretty sure my heater that doesn't work was made by Shaq. So Shaq and Baron are the same person to me. Um, but yeah, peasants, serfs, whatever you want to call it. Um, and we provide food and labor for the vassals. and we also fight for them. I don't, or maybe we don't. I think we do a little bit. We're kind of cannon fodder. We're not, the glorious knights running into battle. Even the knights aren't that glorious, dude. At this time, everyone was dealing with fucking no one's body worked right, especially in Europe. You know what I mean? It's Europe is always gray constantly, or at least the area in Europe we're talking about. So it's just, you know what I mean? No vitamin D. You got rickets. You got scurvy. You just got holes in your skin. You know what I mean? It's like Skid Row. That's 90% of people. Like, who was it? I think it was King Henry VIII of England or whatever. That dude that killed all his wives. Dude, they said he could smell them from like 2 rooms away. Which, look, as someone who goes to a school with a bunch of nerds, we got a lot of King Henrys. You know what I mean? And look, I've been a King Henry before, so I ain't judging too hard. But brother, deodorant ain't that expensive. You know what I mean? Or just wash more. I don't know. I feel like even it only comes from my armpits. And obviously my gooch and my asshole, but you know what I mean? We're not dogs, so no one's getting up on that. It's just mostly the armpits. So I don't know how these dudes are stinking. They must be going days, you know what I mean? It must be no shower November or something like that. Because these boys are ripe, smelling like a field of rotten fruit. It is not pleasant. But anyway, so that's just what everyone was doing back then. But so vassals, and these are just what you're thinking, you know what I mean? Knights, low level warlords, shit like that. Um, so these guys are protecting the peasants and also giving us land, and they get land from the lords slash nobles in exchange for protection. And I wrote that these guys are the condoms of the feudal system. You know what I mean? They're just protecting everything. That's their job, to protect. Except, I mean, they're not very good at it. Dude, so many peasants died. That's what the catacombs are. That's just dead peasants. And people are like, "Oh, the Black Plague." No, dude, they've been doing that shit for a while. The peasants been getting taken out the game. You know what I mean? But look, that's just what's happened. Maybe the Buddhists are right. You know what I mean? Maybe we get reincarnated. I hope I get reincarnated as Baron Trump, dude. Ooh, he's so tough. His money spread, dude. That's what I need before I die. I need Baron Trump to hit a money spread on him. You know what I mean? Hit him with the ugh. All right, dude. My brain's not working too well right now, dude. I have a 6-page essay, dude. I just found out this essay wasn't supposed to be, or is supposed to be double spaced. When I asked the professor, I was like, "This isn't supposed to be single space, right, dude?" I fell down to my knees. I started praising God, Allah, Buddha, Vishnu. I started praying to all of them. You know what I mean? I was excited. You know what I mean? My peasant brain can't handle all this cultural anthropology. I was never supposed to think about that. My brain was supposed to think about God and wheat, and that's it. Look at me now. I got to worry about cultural anthropology, environmental issues. I'm not supposed to be able to say those words, and that's why I'm depressed, dude. Because I have to get an education and I have to work an office job. It's just how it is. These dudes were definitely depressed, but they were just on the grind. I feel like, never mind. I was gonna try to go somewhere with it, but I ain't have it. You know what I mean? And look, I know I ain't like that as a whole. That's why I gotta, do the slightly educational thing. But yeah, so the vassals, I didn't do too much research into it. I think these are like the knights, like maybe like lieutenant level type dudes. You know what I mean? They're not quite at the top. They're not quite at the bottom. But like I said, no matter what you're dealing with, you're dealing with some hairy, stinky pussy. You know what I mean? The food's unseasoned. It's not great. You know what I mean? They didn't have the shipping routes down yet. But look, you probably get like a bath once or twice a year, a nice feast. Church at this time was probably lit. Have you guys listened to Gregorian chants? You know what I mean? That shit puts you in you go to church, go into a trance for a little while, and you just go bash someone to death with a sword. So that's what the vassals were. Maybe we might have one or two vassals listening to this. You know what I mean? Actually, no, we don't. But maybe in the future we'll have one or two. But then the nobles. So the nobles provide knights and soldiers for the king, who those are the vassals. Um, and then the king gives them land. And I didn't even write anything about the king, dude, because I feel like everyone knows. And I didn't know if it was like the king of like the entire country or like the king of the little feudal system. I think it's the king of the entire country is who we're talking about. You know what I mean? We're talking our Louis, our Henrys, our Georges, you know what I mean? Shit like that. I think that's the type of king we're talking about. I think nobles is like lords and priests. Um, but goddamn, dude, 20 minutes in and the brain stopped working. And dude, I don't know what I'm doing for this episode this week. The full ep. I don't know. We might go on another vacation. I always have that to fall back on. Yeah, we can go on another trip, dude. We might go to Thailand. We might meet some lady boy. God damn it, dude. You know it's over when you just start doing the Asian accent. I almost came into this doing the Asian accent, dude. But yeah. God damn, dude. I was just trying to think of something to say. Nope, we got nothing. But yeah, in this time there was like no social movement. And like I said earlier, dude, social movement and thinking, those are two pretty new ideas. And we don't way it's working out right now, who knows if it works or not. I think it works. When people are like, the American experiment has failed or whatever, it's like, dude, we lasted 250 years minimum. Like most of these empires, kingdoms, dynasties, and shit, they haven't really lasted that long as well as America has. So suck my dick with the whole, oh, the empire's falling, the empire's over. Dude, I wish. At least then I wouldn't have to think anymore. At least then I could just die or fight. But no, we got to deal with the empire. You know what I mean? We're too opulent. We got too much time to think. Got to go back to hunter gatherers. Dude, maybe Ted Kaczynski was right. Maybe that's what I'm figuring out. If you can break through like the end of depression, you know what I mean? Not like distract yourself from it enough to not think about it anymore, but like break through it. Maybe that's when you reach the Ted Kaczynski level. But I don't know if I want to reach that level because Ted Kaczynski did try to get a sex change, but that was like the 80s. And so he didn't get it because it was a lot more rigorous back then. Nowadays, dude, you pull up anywhere. You pull up to the urgent care, they're chopping that dick off immediately, giving you them titties. Which is why when I see a trans now, dude, I'm like, and it's visibly not one, I'm like, dude, come on. You know how poor you have to be doing for me to notice? I'm retarded, dude. I just admitted that I don't have a brain meant for thinking, and I can notice. Like, come on, dude. I'm pretty sure the government subsidizes it. Go join the army or whatever. You know what I mean? Army will give you a fresh pair of tits, dude. They'll give you, look, they're probably not going to be the best. They're probably going to be like those old school 90 ones, you know what I mean? They're just going to cut your fucking chest open and pour some mulch in there. But look, that's better than nothing. That's better than what you're working with right now. All right? Because what you're working with right now, it's man boobs. We can all tell. All right? You're just kind of fat. You're not a woman. But that's all that women are, to be fair. It's just men who are kind of fat. All right, like I said, I always got some information to go back to, but dude, we're at the end of this. We're at the end of the information. I still have 6 minutes left to go. But the last piece of information is everyone kind of had it. You know what I mean? Like it maybe wasn't as rigorous, or it maybe just wasn't called the feudal system, and maybe it was like more restrictive, and it's variations, but everyone was working with it. You know what I mean? They just called it different shit, and they've been working with it for a while. Like the Babylonians, like the first setups were feudal type setups. You know what I mean? I think as soon as people discovered farming and like realized how valuable land is, they had feudalism, you know? And that's just coming from a guy who did a semester of cultural anthropology, you know what I mean? Someone who is truly smarter and better than everyone else. But no, dude. I mean, just to beat the depression this week, I've been playing so much Mega Ramp Survival on Fortnite, dude. I've gotten so good at it. Actually, no, I haven't, dude. I haven't actually beat the black level once, like on my own. I got there. you can like gamble your way to the top, and I got there. Dude, no one knows what I'm talking about. No one knows about Mega Ramp Survival. I'll explain it real quick. So Mega Ramp Survival is like a Fortnite, I guess, mini game. Like people can make their own like game types in Fortnite. And Mega Ramp Survival is you run up a ramp, and it's like a long ramp, and there's like levels and stuff to it, and you get like coins and prizes and shit. God damn it, dude. This is more embarrassing than anything I've ever said, but fuck it. I'm gonna explain it. And you get like coins and prizes and stuff. Um, and the challenge of running up the ramp is that like there's cars and like logs and stuff falling down on you. And I have something funny to say about that. But and basically I used all my coins to gamble my way to the top. So I did. I haven't even beaten that, which I mean has just made the depression that much worse. That I can't even beat the fucking kids game. But no, so basically, your character is running up this hill and trying to avoid all these logs and stuff. And I was playing it like all night last night, and I went to bed. And like as I closed my eyes to go to bed, I could like see the logs and the falling cars and stuff. Dude. I probably played it for 2 hours straight and didn't even beat it. It's not that hard to beat. I beat it before. Just this current session I'm on, I swear to God, they made it harder so that I have to like play longer and like spend more coins and stuff. But no, that's how you beat the depression, dude. I wonder how much happier peasants would be if they could if they had that to go back to at the end of the night instead of church. Church has been replaced by Fortnite, dude. We're all modern. I'm not a serf yet, dude. 2 more years, or I guess 2.5 more years, I'll be full serf. You know what I mean? I'll be the serf of the duplex. I'll be the suburban serf, dude. The surf urban. God damn it, dude. But yeah, we're at 27 minutes. I don't really have a lot else to say. I had to record this on Tuesday night instead of Wednesday morning because I have a fucking biology test tomorrow, dude. Um, It's whatever. Look, I'm not gonna get into it. College is gay, dude. Everyone knows that. I've explained it, but yeah, that's all I've got. Um, yeah, yeah, that's all I've got. Hope to see anyone who's listening to this on Sunday, and yeah, hope you guys have a good day, good week, good life, good month. You know, wherever you are. I hope you get to the next place you need to be. And yeah, all right. I'll see you guys on Sunday, hopefully. Peace.